To all those people watching, I would like to remind everyone that this video is not made strictly for kids. It is for older fans and adults too. Enjoy the fucking video! This video is brought to you by my loyal patrons. Register now at any tier to watch new videos 1 month in advance before they're made public. Link is in the description. People travel from far and wide, by air, sea, road or rail to see all of the engines of the Island of Sodor. Some of them arrive on rail tours from the mainland, especially those hauled by steam. Most visiting engines enjoy their visit to the island. But not all. One day, an engine that looked strikingly like Henry was bringing a party of booked passengers all the way from London. He grumbled as he puffed down the line. "Come on, Dolan," said his driver. "No need to look so sour. Just be thankful that you're still running." Huffed Dolan. "Of all places, it's Sodor. Home to the engines that don't understand what I've been through." After Dolan dropped his passengers off at Titmouth, he made his way to the ash pit near the big shed for a rest. "You must be the visiting engine," smiled Gordon. "Pleased to meet you. I'm Gordon, and—" "Be quiet," Dolan snapped. "I've just done a big trip from London for my passengers who only care to see you lot. I'm tired. Leave me alone." Gordon was taken aback by Dolan's rudeness. So were the other engines whenever they came near him. "Back off, all of you," he hissed. "I don't want to talk. Not after what BR would allow you to do." "What are you talking about?" asked Hero, confused. "Don't play innocent with me," replied Dolan, his voice growling with venom. "Now go away!" So they did, and they wisely kept their distance. "About the only good thing these engines can do," he muttered to himself. Later, Hero was at the harbour collecting coal from one of the nearby ships. He then heard a whistle and thought it was Dolan. "What are you doing here?" Hero asked crossly. "I'm waiting for my trucks from Sheffield." "What got your boiler twisted in a knot?" replied Henry. "Oh, Henry, sorry. I thought you were that rude engine. He and you almost had the same whistle." "Rude engine?" Henry asked, confused, and Hero told Henry about Dolan. "Have you tried asking him why he's so rude?" "I tried," sighed Hero. "Everyone tried. He keeps telling everyone about BR letting us do something, but none of us know what." Henry frowned thoughtfully. He then ambled alongside Dolan in the shed later in the day. "You must be Dolan," said Henry calmly. "Yeah, so what? I was hoping you'd tell me what was on your mind." "Why should I? You should know why I'm angry with you all." "But we don't know, Dolan," replied Henry gently. "If you at least tell us, we might understand." "Very well. Perhaps it will jog your memory." In my younger days, I proudly wore the LMS's name on my tender alongside my siblings and other fellow engines. We were a proud lot that loved our independence from other railways. But when the LMS was swallowed up along with the other railway companies, it was transformed into British Railways, and we had to carry the same name and wear the same colour as everyone else. And you lot, Dolan sneered, were spared while the rest of us were facing modernisation, line closures, and worst of all, scrap. It's not fair that British Rail gave you special preference. Special preference? Bristled Henry. Yes, special preference. This might be hard to believe, Henry said firmly, but the LMS thought we'd go bankrupt and expect Topham Hatt begging them to take us over, though he made a striking tourist campaign to help conquer those takeover fears. With BR they had bigger problems that didn't think about us. If that's what you call special preference, then I hate to see neglect. You were neglected by them, replied Dolan crossly, but it still kept you safe. Quiet, please, interrupted a voice. It was the fat controller. Dolan, he said calmly, I understand from your crew that you're unhappy, but you have no excuse to be rude to them as my guest on my railway, as they had no say on the matter. I think one day you will learn just how lucky you are to be on a railway that has kept its independence. Now get some rest. Yes, sir, Dolan muttered. The next day, Dolan was chartered to take his passengers on the Ulstead Flyer to the castle. Despite what the fat controller said to him last night, he was still grumpy. He arrived in good time at the castle, and after his passengers disembarked, he made his way to the sidings to get ready for the homeward run. He was still stewing over his frustration as he backed down towards his coaches later in the day. His driver tried to soothe him, but he wasn't concentrating either. Stop! Stop! Cried the fireman. The driver jumped and applied the brakes, but it was too late. When he stopped, the driver shut off steam, and he and the others went into the coaches to see if anyone was inside. Thankfully, no one was, and the only mess was some spilled wine bottles all over the kitchen floor. Thank goodness, sighed the driver with relief. That could have ended badly, Dolan. I need to watch the line, not your mood. Dolan looked down at his buffers, but his driver telephoned the fat controller. When he got the call, the fat controller arranged for Henry to take Dolan to the works. A spare coach was found and added to the train. Duchess, another of Sir Robert's private engines, took the train to Tidmouth instead. Dolan was at the works, waiting to be inspected. He looked around the workshop and was taken aback. This is a well-equipped workshop, he remarked. I don't have anything like this where I'm based. Well, of course, the works manager beamed. Thanks to our railway's independence, we kept this workshop running strong. We help fix all kinds of engines. Even the ones on the mainland are under special contracts from syndicates and private owners. Probably the best railway works in all of Europe, I think. Just think, if British Rail had the slightest care about owning all of this railway back in the day, it wouldn't live up to what we have now. Dolan blinked, and then remembered what the fat controller had said. It wasn't a special preference after all. It was luck. Good luck, he thought to himself happily. Soon the inspector arrived and looked over Dolan. When the inspection was done, he told him, "You're all good to go. You hadn't suffered any major damage, just some scruff. But I suggest you relax next time so that your driver can concentrate." "I understand, sir," replied Dolan sincerely. The next day, Dolan made his way back to Tidmouth. He saw the engines in the yards looking towards him crossly as they were preparing themselves for the day. "I just want to say that I'm sorry for the way I was acting," he sighed. "Your controller was right. You are lucky." And he told him about the works. Not many preserved engines on the mainland can have such a thing as massive as Krovinskate in this day and age, he admitted. The engines smiled and they all forgiven him, and he started to be more friendly with the engines. The fat controller, pleased by this change, negotiated a special contract towards his owner to have future maintenance done at the works. For Dolan, Sodor isn't a place of things that he'd lost. But of what still can be.